My dear children, how are you? Are you fine? Are you staying home very safely? I believe ma you are very safe and staying home. Okay ma. Okay fine. Now we are watching the social subject in your online class. Isn't it? Am I correct? Okay ma. Okay fine. Okay. Do you interest to study social? Okay ma. Okay. I believe you are very much interested to study social science. Okay, ma? Am I correct? Okay, fine. Okay, today you are very happy because the new lesson, that is Physical Geography of India. The title of the lesson is Physical Geography of India. This is the third lesson for our geography, isn't it? Okay, ma. Okay, did you complete first and second lesson notebook exercise and study well? Okay, that's also I believe you are interested to study social subject, so you all the question answers also study well. Okay, okay fine. Okay, now listen here ma. The title of the lesson is Physical Geography of India. What's the meaning of Physical Geography of India? That is already in the second lesson, that is major geographical forms. We learned that the India, the all the parties not in the same condition. It is extremely diverse. That is from mountain range to desert, plains, plateaus, hills, valleys. So different. That is a diverse landscape in India, isn't it? So that's only we are now also we will study that. What are the physical geography of India? Okay, ma. First of all, we learned that what is physical geography of India? That is, the geography of India is extremely diverse with landscape. Okay, this landscape is not in the same in from north to south or east to west. It is extremely diverse, differs. That is ranging from snow-capped mountains, that is mountains, the top, that is the peak of the mountain is covered with snow. So it is we tell snow-capped mountains ranges to desert, plains, plateaus, valley. Okay, so the second lesson we have learned the different geographical forms. Okay, ma. This is the physical geography of India. Okay, so now we study that from this lesson we have learned first of all natural vegetation of India. That is what natural regions and natural vegetation. First of all, we will see that. What is natural vegetation, ma? Okay, I will say. Now listen here. One plant need to grow means this plant need good soil and plenty of water or plenty of rain, and also direct sunlight falls means lot of plants grow in particular place, isn't it? India has several types of natural vegetation because its varied climate and geography. Okay, India has many types of natural vegetation. Here, what's the meaning of natural vegetation, ma? Natural vegetation means the plants and trees growing naturally in an area. They are not planted or grown by people. Can you understand? What's the meaning of natural vegetation? This natural vegetation means the plants and trees growing naturally in an area. In a particular area, these plants grow very well. and it is grown naturally. They are not planted or grown by any people. It's grown by nature. So it is called natural vegetation. Okay? Can you understand what is natural vegetation? Natural vegetation means the plants and trees growing naturally in an area. They are not planted or grown by any people. It's grown by naturally. So it is called natural vegetation. Can you clear it more? Can you understand? Okay. Okay, fine. Now listen here. The Indian subcontinent has many different physical features. How many continents? 7 continents in the world. India lies in the Asia continent. Asia is the biggest continent in the world. India lies in the southern part of Asian continent. Clear it for you? Okay. Now listen here. The Indian subcontinent has many different physical features. Indian subcontinent has many different physical features. What is Indian subcontinent? What's more? That is the Indian subcontinent or simply the subcontinent is a physiographical regions in southern part of Asia. Okay, subcontinent means it's a physiographical region in southern part of Asia. India lies in the southern part of Asia. The Indian subcontinent generally include Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal, Pakistan and Sri Lanka as well as Maldives. These are subcontinent that mostly lies in the southern part of Asia, South Asia. Okay, so now listen here. The Indian subcontinent generally include Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal, Pakistan and Sri Lanka as well as Maldives. Okay, ma. Now listen here. The Indian subcontinent has many different physical features. Okay. India shares these physical features with neighboring that are also on the subcontinent. Subcontinent means that is our neighboring countries. That is the subcontinents. That is Pakistan. That is our neighboring countries. Nepal, Bhutan and Bangladesh. These are our neighboring countries. The physical features forms 6 different natural regions. Okay, in India's physical features, that is totally 6 different natural regions. Natural regions means these regions created by the nature, not man-made, these regions. Can you clear it more? The weather and geography within a natural regions are almost similar. Okay, what is weather? The changes of atmosphere on the earth, isn't it? It's a short period of time. That is morning time very hot, but afternoon or evening that is heavy rain. So changes in the weather condition. So weather means it is changes in the short period of time. The atmosphere changes in the short period of time. One day rainy day, second day very hot day, sunny day, rainy day. So these are changes. These are the weather. Can you clear it more? Okay. Okay, ma. Now listen here. In each natural regions, there are certain trees and plants that grow naturally. That is very, very important. In each natural regions, there are certain trees and plants that grow naturally, not grown by any people. Okay. These are not planted by any people. So that is called natural vegetation. From this lesson, first of all, we learn some of the natural vegetation that is very important. It is divided into 6 natural vegetation. That's only now we will see that. Can you clear it more? This natural vegetation of an area depends on the kind of land, the kind of weather, as well as the height of the land. Okay, ma? So, natural vegetation means this vegetation grown by, vegetation means the plants, trees are grown by nature only, not grown by any people. So, different types of natural vegetations in different places. Okay, this natural vegetation of area depends on the kind of plant. What kind of plant? In some places, not for all the places same plants. It is different in different regions. So, the plant, this natural vegetations of an area depends on the following factors. That is, kind of land, then kind of weather, as well as the height of the land. What more? First one, the kind of land. Second, the kind of weather, as well as the height of a land. Okay? Okay, now see that. There are different kinds of natural vegetation in India. In India also have different types of natural vegetation. Natural vegetation means, I repeat say, don't confuse. Natural vegetation means the plants and trees grown by nature. It's not grown by any people. So this vegetation, so these plants or trees we call natural vegetation. Can you clear it more? Okay, fine. Now listen here. First one is Evergreen Rainforest. What is Evergreen Rainforest? Did you study in the last class? Last year classes? No. Okay, no problem. Now listen here. These forests are green throughout the year. So only it is called Evergreen Rainforest. All the times these plants shows green in color. These leaves are green. These forests are green throughout the year. Because why? It is called Evergreen Rainforest. Because all the trees do not shed their leaves at the same time. Okay? This Evergreen Forest, these grow in areas where there is heavy rainfall. And this forest remain green because all the trees do not shed their leaves at the same time. When some trees shed their leaves, other grow new leaves. So these trees shows green in all the times. The trees in this forest are all tall and very leafy. Okay. Some trees found here are, that is, for example, rosewood. Do you know rosewood? These are the example of evergreen forest. So, these evergreen forests are found in areas with heavy rainfall. Okay? In which are the places heavy rainfall? That places maybe these evergreen forests are there. It is mostly in western slopes of the western Ghats. These evergreen forests. We will see that. The hills of northeastern India, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, we can see this evergreen forest. Can you clear it, ma? Okay. This evergreen forest grow in areas where there is heavy rainfall. That is main important. Then these forests remain green because of all the trees do not shed their leaves at the same time. When some trees shed their leaves, others grow new leaves. The trees in these forests are tall and very leafy also. So only it looks seem like evergreen. Can you understand? Okay? Okay, ma. Then second type of forest, the name of the forest is Desoudius Forest. What is Desoudius Forest? That is a monsoon forest. The other name of Desoudius Forest, that is monsoon. These are found in areas where there is not that much rain. Okay. These are found in areas where there is not that much rain, but evergreen forest that grow in heavy rainfall. But this deciduous forest, otherwise called monsoon forest, they have trees that shed their leaves every year in the dry season. Okay, trees shed their leaves every year in the dry seasons. For example, teak. Okay, these forests are found in Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and Tamil Nadu also. We will see that deciduous forest. In our places also teak trees grown very well, isn't it? So this teak tree is the example of a deciduous forest. This plant no need rain for all the time. These are found in areas where there is not that much rain. Okay. These deciduous trees shed their leaves every year in dry season. Can you understand, ma? Deciduous forest, example teak. Okay. Okay, ma, fine. Now listen here. Then third one is scrub vegetation. Scrub vegetation. That is, this is found in drier places. These are dwarf deciduous trees and grasses. This is found in very drier places. These are dwarf also. Very short. These deciduous trees here, deciduous trees and grasses grown in the scrub vegetation. This vegetation, scrub vegetation, consists mostly of bushes and a few trees like. Okay, mostly scrub only, not trees. Mostly scrub and some other trees also have. That is example, date palms. Do you like date fruits? Yeah, the date palms are the example of scrub vegetation. These plants have long roots, thick bark, sharp thorns, and small leaves, and can survive on very little water for many months. Okay, that is a scrub vegetation. It is mostly found in the desert areas of Rajasthan and the dry areas of Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana. These places only, this scrub vegetation, we will see that. Okay. So, next we will see that desert vegetation. What is desert vegetation? Desert means, do you know? Yeah, there is no rain year after a year, otherwise little rain, and also very sandy, very dry in condition. That is a desert. Here also some of the vegetation have these are also grown by nature only. That is plants have long roots. Here this desert vegetation, desert plants have long roots. For why? To search for water. Because that place is no rain, no water. So these plants have long roots to search for water and thick stems for why? To store water. Can you clear it, ma? So desert vegetation, so that there is no rain or little rain only, little water only these plants have. So this adaptation of the plants have long roots to search for water and thick stems to store water. Can you clear it, ma? Okay. Okay. Next we see that mangrove forest. What is mangrove forest? These grow along the coast. What is a coast? Coastal. In the previous lesson, we learned that what is a coastal? Coastal means the land part meet the sea. That is a beach. Okay. These grow along the coast. That is very important. Mangrove trees have roots that can also be seen above the ground. Now listen here. Desert vegetation, desert plants plants have long roots to search for water because there is no desert areas, no water, and thick stems to store water. But this mangrove forest, these plants grow very well along the coastal, so it easily get the water. So these mangrove trees have roots that can also be seen above the ground. The roots mostly we can see above the ground. That is a mangrove forest. These forests are dense and the trees have hardwood. These forests are very dense. Their roots grow above and below the water. We can see above the ground also, otherwise below the water. The mangrove forest found in West Bengal and Bangladesh. Okay, ma? This mangrove forest. So, all the forests, sir, it is a natural vegetation only. It is grown by nature. Okay, so different climatic condition, different types of plants grow. It is very thick and it is called different types of a forest. These plants grow together densely, this forest. Okay, mangrove forest. Then next we will see that mountain forest. What is a mountain forest? Vegetation in the mountains depends on the altitude. What is altitude? Altitude means height. Okay, height of the land, the location of area that places above from the sea level or above from the land. That is a height of the land. Mountain vegetation means in the lower hills there are forests like bamboo forest, lower hills. Hills also higher than the land. This landform is also higher. And example of mountain vegetation, that is a bamboo. This vegetation in the mountains depends on the altitude. Altitude means height of that place. In the snow-covered Himalayan regions, there is no vegetation at all. Yes, these Himalayan ranges, there is no vegetation at all because it is fully snow-covered. The top of the mountain is abode of snow, isn't it? Between the snow line and about 3000 meters above sea level, there are small shrubs and flowering plants. Okay, as the lower altitude, there are some coniferous forest also have. There are forest of trees like conifers grow very well in the mountain vegetation. These trees have needle-like leaves and woody cones which contain their seeds. Okay, ma? These trees have needle-like leaves. The leaves are needle-like and woody cones which contain their seeds. The highest slopes mostly have only grass and flowers. In many parts of India, forests have been cut down for different reasons, such as to clear and land to grow food. Okay, so today we will see that what are the natural regions and natural vegetation. Okay, now we see that different types of forest, isn't it? That is, now listen here, ma. I once recall, that is, what is natural vegetation? That is, natural vegetation means the plants and trees growing naturally in an area. They are not planted or grown by people. Okay, did you clear it? Okay, ma. Then now listen here. In each natural regions, there are certain trees and plants that grow naturally that are not planted by people. These are called natural vegetation. Natural vegetation of an area depends on the following factors, that is kind of plant. If desert area means there is no rain, so that type of plants are grown in the desert areas. Evergreen forest, heavy rainfall, so plants grow well here, isn't it? For example, rosewood. Okay, now listen here. There are the different kinds of natural vegetation in India. That is 6 type. That is first one evergreen for rainforest. Second deciduous forest. Third is scrub vegetation. Fourth one is desert vegetation. Then next mangrove forest. Then sixth one mountain vegetation. Okay, ma? Okay. Study well. Did you copy it, that first and the second lesson notes and everything? Study well. Okay. This lesson, next class we will continue. Okay. Okay. Bye, ma. Okay. Thank you.